Hello. It is Cass here. If you are new to this channel, subscribe because I freaking said so. And if you're not, welcome back. So today we are ranking confessions I found on Reddit that I have just decided, I have a lollipop, that I have just decided I'm going to react to based off the title. Am I scared? Yes. Are you? Maybe. Let's go over how I'm rating these. So, at the most reasonable, we have wait. At the most reasonable, we have wait. Me too. At the second option, we have how was this managed? Like, how did you genuinely get to this point where this scenario even came to play? Tell me more. I'm intrigued. It's not too bad, but I'm intrigued because of how it is. Sorry? Which is what? I don't want to know more details, but I don't quite get it. And then we have get behind bars right now. Okay, let's get started. I have a wholesome confession. I love my girlfriend so much. It hasn't been very long since we've gotten together, but I really feel like she's opening up to me. She's had a hard past and a really bad living condition, but she's still the most wonderful and amazing person ever. I'm showing her not every person in this world is evil. I really care about her. I think I can say my future could be imagined with her for sure. I'm not sure how, but surely positively. So for those of you thinking there will never be the one, I promise they're waiting for you. She's just breathtaking and amazing and one of the strongest people I know. I know there's no way I could deal with what she deals with on a daily basis. I can't imagine where I would be without her. We knew each other for a decent amount of time. The dating is kind of new. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Also, my GF posted something really similar to this, so that's why it's similar. Oh my god. This is adorable. Okay. What do we rate this? Oops. What do we rate this? So, our first confession is tell me more. Because it's not like tell me more. It's a please tell me more and rant to me and yap to me about how amazing this woman of yours must be. Because I would be so down to listen to that for hours and hours and hours on end. And I can't say, wait, me too, because I'm a single f***ing Pringle. I haven't showered in 2 weeks. Hashtag gross, but I don't know what's wrong with me. I just don't have it in me to shower every day or every other day. I just only care to shower if I'm going to be around someone I know. And it's even worse because I work almost every day and I should be showering. I just don't prioritize it along with schoolwork. I've never gone this long without showering. I haven't been told I smell bad, but I wish I cared more about myself to prioritize showering. Girl, I can't even lie. This has been me. I cannot even lie. This has been me. This has been me. I can't even lie. I cannot even lie to you. This has been me. I have gone ages without showering before. And it was just because I simply didn't have the motivation to shower. Trust, I shower almost every day now. Or every other day. Don't come at me. But my 16-year-old son won't stop talking about jester maxing, and it's starting to scare me. I don't really know what to do here. My son is 16 and he's always been the funny one in the family, cracking jokes, doing impressions to make us laugh. But lately it's been like But lately it's like all he does is getting out of hand. But lately it's like that's all he does, and he's been getting out of hand. A few months ago, he started saying jester maxing constantly. Before school, he'll go, "Time to jester max today." Or when he's on his phone, he'll laugh and say, "That was peak jester maxing, right?" Or when he's on his phone, he'll laugh and say, "That was peak jester maxing right there." I figured it was some stupid meme at first, but he literally uses it for everything now. He'll come home from being with friends and tell me, "Mom, I jester maxed so hard at lunch, everyone was losing it." Then he practices these over-the-top faces and dances in front of the mirror while saying stuff like, "Gotta keep the jester max energy up." It's weird. I asked him straight up what it means because it sounded off. He got kind of mad, saying it's about being entertaining so people will actually notice you, and serious dudes get ignored, but jesters get clout. He showed me videos of this guy dancing like a maniac in a club, and people in the comments calling it jester maxing god tier. It honestly looked humiliating. Now he's doing it at home nonstop. He'll just interrupt us at dinner with some loud random joke or an impression and stare at everyone and waiting for a huge reaction. If we don't laugh enough, he gets quiet and says, "Y'all don't get the jester max," and walks off. Family time is exhausting because it's like he's performing all the time instead of just talking normally. I'm starting to worry this is connected to some bad online stuff. I looked it up a little and it seems related to those looks maxing groups where guys fixate on their appearance and social rank, but this version is just about acting like a clown for attention. He used to talk about girls like a normal teenager, now he says things like, "Foids only respect you if you jester max correctly," which I had to search and it made me feel sick. Has anyone dealt with their teen getting really into this kind of thing? Is it just a dumb phase he'll grow out of? Or should I be more worried that he's falling into some toxic corner of the internet? He's still a good kid at heart, but I hate seeing him put so much effort into being the joke instead of himself. It feels like if people ever stop laughing, he'll be crushed. Any advice would help a lot. I'm lost here. Sorry? Like, dude, just talk to your kid. Like, okay, in my personal opinion, if, like, he's not just, like, I know we're not asking for my feedback, but I'm giving my unsolicited. I used to scam pedophiles for money. When I was a kid, there were late night commercials for adult phone line. When I was a kid, there were late night commercials for an adult phone line called Quest Chat. Basically, it was like a dating app on a phone call. I started prank calling the line just for fun, but I noticed that a lot of men would try to keep talking to me after they knew I was a kid. They would steer the conversation towards sex every time. Eventually, I started something of a small business. It worked like this. I would post a voice ad saying that I was very young and I was looking for older men. The men would send me messages or requests to chat live. I'd tell them to call me on my cell phone, fake number, instead so the call couldn't be recorded. This was to build trust and hopefully get their real phone number. Then I would record the call myself and screenshot all of our text messages. I'd make sure that they stated my age, usually 9 to 15. They would ask for nude pics, send nudes of themselves, tell stories of times they'd abused girls, tried to arrange in-person meetings, etc. with every text and call. I would gather evidence against them, then I'd ask for money. The statute of limitations on this expired years ago, but I technically never blackmailed them. It was an unspoken understanding of what consequences of not ponying up the cash would be. They'd send me the money via PayPal or Walmart money card, and then I'll take the evidence and send it to the National Center for Missing and Endangered Children. Exploited children. You may be wondering why I snitched anyway, even after they paid me. Well, that's because they were pedophiles, whether they paid me or not. Why did I ask for the money in the first place? Because I get to screw over millionaires and buy snacks. What's the downside? I'm not gonna read more because it's getting political. But me too. Like, this is the type of shit I would do. This is the type of shit I would do. Like, I love this lollipop, bro. It's so good. Type of shit I would do. Like, honestly, yeah. I think my friend admitted to murder. Okay. While getting drunk and doing with someone I consider a close friend. Oh. Well, with someone I consider a close friend, almost like a sister, she admitted to her and her friends robbing men while having with them. The last time they did it involved the last time they did it, it involved a man in his late 60s. She said they grabbed his phone while he was in handcuffs and tried to force him to reveal his passcode to record him for blackmail. She explained that every time he said no, they pushed in larger and larger objects until he started to convulse. She added that they panicked and left once that happened. She doesn't know what happened to the man after that, and then changed the subject. It's left me really unsettled, but I was too drunk and up to understand to really make a good decision and leave, so I ignored everything and passed it off. Not to the person who wrote this, but to the person who said that. Get behind the fudging board. I accidentally waterboarded myself in front of a client today. It's currently 2 a.m., but I need to get this off my chest because I genuinely can't sleep because I'm so embarrassed. I'm a 19-year-old cosmetology student, and I'm in my last 400 hours until I get my license. I had a client instead of working on a mannequin all day, which I was excited about. Everything went great for the first hour. I sat her down, draped her, had a good consultation, and applied liner in her hair with no problem. Everything went wrong when I started rinsing out of the bleach from her hair, and I sprayed myself directly in the face. I have pretty bad reaction time, so I was showering myself with the hose for a solid few seconds until I finally turned the water off. Funny thing is, I'm usually good at shampooing clients, and this has never happened. I have a new teacher this semester, and she told me I was shampooing wrong the last time I had a client and taught me a new way to rinse product out of the hair, which I had never really gotten the hang of, but I decided to use it anyways for more practice, although I wish I stuck with what I knew. Thankfully, my client found my fail hilarious, and me and my client had a good laugh for a minute. Sorry, my cat almost hit my lollipop. Again, when I was rinsing the color out of her hair, except it was less extreme than the first time. But it happened again when I was rinsing the color out of her hair, except it was less extreme than the first time. I know this is a story I'll look back on in a couple of years and laugh about it, but I am so ashamed of it. I know I can do better, but she was happy with the end result. I guess I sacrificed my shampooing skills for a healthy high lift today. That is honestly, like, okay, wait. Let me decide, because it's either in a how was this managed or a wait, me too, because that's the type of thing I would do, but I don't think I actually would. I'm just gonna say how was this managed, because how do you manage to genuinely yourself in the face? I used to lose things so my dad could be the hero who found them. Oh. When I was little, I had this weird habit of hiding my own favorite toys or my shoes right before we had to leave the house. I wasn't trying to be annoying or late. I just loved the routine that followed. My dad would sigh, put down his keys, and say, "Don't worry, we'll find it together." He'd walk through the house with me, holding my hand, look under cushions and behind curtains like we were on a high-stakes scavenger hunt. I just wanted those extra 5 minutes of his undivided attention. I wanted to see... Oh, I accidentally touched my lollipop to my mic. I just wanted those extra 5 minutes of his undivided attention. I wanted to see that look of triumph on his face when he found it. and the way he would high-five me like we had just won a championship. In a world that felt big and confusing, those 5 minutes made me feel like he could solve literally any problem that I would ever have. I'm an adult now, and I'm perfectly capable of finding my own keys, but sometimes when life gets a bit too heavy, I find myself wishing I could just hide my shoes one more time and wait for someone to tell me, "Don't worry, we'll find them together." Oh! Wait! I don't have one for like wholesome wait, me too, because that's like that's so cute, and I would do that. I feel like I used to do similar things to that when I was. I almost dug up a grave when I was 16. Do not try anything told in this confession. Sorry for my bad English. I know this will sound creepy, but I've had an obsession with corpses since I was 14. I always tried to contain myself and not do anything illegal, but one day when I was 16, I decided to finally let it all free. I grabbed a shovel, some gloves, and put them in a black plastic bag and ran away from home at night at 9 p.m. My mother was already sleeping, so she wouldn't know I ran away. It was a long walk until I finally reached an old abandoned cemetery. I had to enter through the back entrance since there was one guard on the main entrance. The graveyard was big and dark. I was kind of nervous and scared, but I was kind of nervous and scared, but I kept going. I walked through the graves until I stopped on one. I still remember the death date, 2001 to 2020. All this happens in 2021. It was a girl named Julia. I took a deep breath and put the latex gloves on, grabbed the shovel, and started digging, but somehow the dirt was way too hard. Even if I tried with all my force, I ended up giving up. I think to myself that this was a stupid idea and that I should go back home. It was already 1 a.m. I'm lazy to write what happened next, so I will end the story here. Anyways, bye. Bitch! Tell me more! Tell me more. Bish. Tell me more. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I just got a little traumatized. But it wasn't anything major, for sure. Bye. See ya. See you in the next one.